Welcome back to another meditation session. I'm Jake, if you're new, and this is our accountability group for meditating every day and building a habit of meditation. Whatever your practice is, whatever school of thought, whether it's religious or philosophical, whatever it is, this space is for you. So, without further ado, I'm going to read a quote as well from a spiritual master or teacher or guru, and then also maybe explain a concept related to more Hinduism, but more ancient Sanskrit, Eastern philosophy, really. Modern Hinduism interprets this, but really it transcends that. It's more ancient. So the quote is from Muji, and it is, quote, "Ignoring the mind is a beautiful sadhana. This is what many of the sages did. They ignored the mind out of existence. It loses its influence and its potency when it is ignored." Muji. And so he says, ignoring the mind is a beautiful sadhana. Sadhana is a Sanskrit word that is very similar to the word yoga. It is just a disciplined spiritual practice aimed at achieving a certain goal, whether that is liberation, self-realization, or deeper connection with your higher self. So, in this context, I believe Muji is talking about, a sadhana that is an ongoing effort to transcend the ego and realize one's true self, leading to dispassion, non-attachment, and eternal bliss, or anand in Sanskrit. So this eternal bliss through non-attachment, dispassion, or I would say creating space between all of your perception, your personal identity, your sensations, and the internal and external representations that appear in our reality and that we buy into, that we create meaning for. And in this creating meaning, we're connecting our ego with our beliefs, our judgments upon perception. And so when we strip those away or create space between our awareness, our true self, our calm, stable, permanent self, which is that which perceives everything, the awareness. As we sit there in this space while we meditate for the next 10 minutes, let's sit in this space that is the witness of our reality, the witness of our person, our personal identity, who we are, the witness of our mind, the witness of our sensations, the witness of all that's going on in our present moment, and the witness of all what is going on internally, inside. So inside and out. And as we sit in this space of stillness, we will observe all sorts of comings and goings in our perception, right? Nothing is permanent there in what we observe and experience in our reality. The one permanent thing, the only permanent thing that exists for humankind is the awareness. It is the only thing that is permanent, the observer. And that awareness that you are as the observer is your true self. And that is where the peace is. That is where the stillness is. That's where the bliss is. And that's where we dissolve all of our suffering. So let's sit in that space with a calm, restful, still detachment and observe. And as Muji says, ignore the mind. So I'll read it again. Ignoring the mind is a beautiful sadhana. This is what many of the sages did. They ignored the mind out of existence. It loses its influence and its potency when it is ignored. And so ignoring is not to reject. It is to recognize it is there and make a choice to not engage. So Just like there is a storm outside, right? We can try to stop the storm, but there's no use. Let's rest in the rain together for 10 minutes. We begin in 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes of meditation. Rest in the stillness of your true self. That's 10 minutes. Caught myself drifting in and out there. A daydream and then nodded off for sleep for a second. But no practice is perfect. So hopefully yours was beneficial and giving to you on your journey. And if you have any questions, put in the comments about tips on your practice, any resources I can send to you on how to meditate, or any schools of thought you'd like to practice, as well as the philosophy behind maybe non-dualism or Hindu philosophies or Eastern thought as it pertains to enlightenment and meditation. Otherwise, it's great to see everyone here building our practice together. As always, I will see you for tomorrow's session. See you soon.